Welcome, this is Vic from KASHFLOW Academy. Today's video is going to be about doing your credit on your own versus hiring a professional. And this is going to be an interesting video because we get this all the time when people call us and we give them a consultation. And the first thing they ask is, well, what would be the reason I would want to work with a professional to do my credit when I can do it myself? And the first thing I tell them is, well, if you're going to do it yourself, right, you need to know the rules. You need to know the laws. You need to know what's necessary when you're dealing with creditors. You need to know what's necessary when you're dealing with the credit bureau. Understanding how the credit bureau works. Getting the necessary letters, not just cookie cutting letters that you get on the internet, but the letters that you really need in order to get an individual to look at your letters, or have a proprietary letter that the computer system looks at and says, oh, okay, we really need to check this out really and get it off this individual's credit report. So that's what's important. And so if you don't understand those things, and if time isn't important to you, then yes, we tell everybody, go ahead and do it on your own, because it'll take you anywhere from 12 to 36 months if you do it on your own. Because when individuals do it on their own, what we found, and this is when individuals have went to do it on their own and come back to us, is they say, well, we've been doing this for 3 to 4 months and we're not getting anywhere and we need help. And we're like, okay, that's fine. So tell us what you've done. And when they start telling us what they've done, it's really amazing how much they've missed and what they don't know. So in a situation like this, when an individual's trying to repair their own credit, let's take into consideration and be real and recognize the elephant in the room. Our parents, schools have never taught us about credit whatsoever. Zero about it. So we don't know, and when you don't know, right, then you just do whatever you need to do based on what you know in hopes that it works. Right? So I know for me, my parents didn't teach me about credit, right? My mom did say this: we got to make sure you pay your bills on time, because you got to pay your bills on time. And, and I'm, okay, all right, Mom, okay, I'll pay my bills on time. So you pay your bills on time, but at the same time, though, there's a question in the back of your head that says, why do I need to pay my bills on time? Right? So what if I'm late? What happens if I'm late? What happens if I'm 2 months late? So if you don't understand the variables that are involved in repairing your credit, it can be very, very frustrating. But on the other hand, if you hire a professional like KASHFLOW Academy to take care of your credit for you, we have proprietary letters that get the job done, that penetrates the system. We have a computer-aided software system that is phenomenal. We get stuff done in 60 to 90, and depending on how tough it is, maybe 120 days. So so when an individual says, I don't have a lot of time, I need to get this done because I want to purchase this house, I want to purchase my home, I need to get this done by next year. And our first thing I tell them is, great, you've got a hold of us now. Now it's one of those things where now we have time in order to put in the necessary things in order to take care of the late payments, the charge-offs, all the things that they may need on their credit report removed. And so it makes it so much easier for them, because now they don't have to worry about it. Because what happens is we give them a consultation. After they go through the consultation, we get a copy of their credit report. We get the credit report. We look at it. We put down all the information that needs to be removed. We tell them when this is going to be removed. We send it back to the client. The client verifies it. Then we go through the process. And then we keep them abreast every month of what's going on. And we make sure that they have their own ability to look at their credit score while we're going through the process, right? So you would still do that if you did it on your own, but now we have a system that works. We know that works for sure, right? We have the processes down, the strategies down in order to get it done quickly. So when you're thinking about getting your credit repaired, is time important to you, or is money important to you? Because if time is important to you and it really doesn't matter how quick you get it done, right? Then what you do, right, is you go ahead and do it on your own. Or what you could do is hire a group that could take care of it for you and pay you $100, where you have to pay them, $100 to $200 a month, and they'll string you out for 24 months. But with us, it's all about time. Time is important. Time is one of the elements of freedom, because you don't get time back. Once that time goes away, you don't get it back. So for us, when we tell our clients, hey, this is what we can do, and this is how it'll be done, and this is when it will be done. And if it isn't, then we'll let you know, and we'll tell you how much longer. But in most cases, it's done when we say it's going to get done. So when you make that decision, you can make it to do it yourself or hire a pro to do it. So hopefully this video gave you some value. And if so, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button and the notification button. And thank you very much for checking out our video today. And we'll see you next time.